you gather materials? Here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
What's this? Only pawns? What's that dullard playing? Suppose it's all the same. The cargo's all I need to get the job done. In you get, then. Oh, it's cold out. Fie, I'm tired. Empty. Forgot to buy more drink. Could do with a proper meal. What was that? Fie. Now I'm jumping at shadows. We're under attack! Don't just stand there! Protect the cart! Drive the fiends back! What's the hold-up? Get in! How fare my fine passengers this evening? Don't know why I'm asking, you never answer. Suppose you'll just have to listen, then. You pawns are criminals. They say you'll do whatever the arisen says. You offer no complaint or quarrel, and you're undying to boot. You're well suited as slaves, if you ask me. Truth be told, I've lost count of how many of you I've transported these past few days. Still not the faintest idea what they do with you, or where they take you after I drop you off. I've ne'er seen one of you return, though. That says a lot. As some would tell it, you're serving as targets for new recruits undergoing spear training. Others say your lifeblood is squeezed out like juice from a grape to be offered to the Empress of Batal. Did that scare you, baby, of mine? It was all in jest. It's not like I know the truth of it anyhow. Not like I care either. As long as I get my coin, I'm a happy man. I'm not fussed what happens to me.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry.
Halt! We're expecting your cargo. Open up.
I hear they follow whatever command they're given.
Aye, and they'll take any beating without a word of complaint. Let's see for ourselves. Sorry, my hands.
How'd you like that?
If you want to win, you've got to fight for it, cuz.
You going to fight back? Gotta be somewhere to
They
place
may be undying, but they do seem to know.
They're just taking it.
A ball. Just like hitting a
That's
tree
it.
stump.
Enough! That's valuable merchandise you're toying with. Worth more than your wages combined. Have you prepared the cargo we're to carry alongside them? No? Well, get a move on. We're off. Stand strong. All right, you lot, let's keep it moving. Stay in your line. Get out. Where you going? Stay in your line. Get in line. Over there.
On your knees, worthless vessels.
Perhaps a more thorough examination is required here.
Wait. You're not a pawn. We've an intruder in our midst. To arms!
You have my protection. Ice's sting is yours to wield.
Got anything to spare? Got any tales to live?
There's no hope left for me.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. We must rest. I return safe and sound, and I dare say wiser for my travels. The sun may have fallen, but the day is far from over.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
Faring well, I hope. Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
You have my fullest confidence. Has there been some development, Your Majesty? Well now, you have divined the Oxcart's destination then. I see. So they were procuring pawns in order to carry out this excavation. The staff you mention is most curious. It sounds as if 'tis of the same make as the jewel wielded by the Queen Regent's puppet. I had heard pawns face much prejudice in Batal. Yet to hear that they are treated as tools to be discarded, and given such perilous tasks, 'tis contemptible indeed. Volcanic Island has long been part of Batal's territory. The lake of lava present there is revered for its flames, which are sacred to the Batali people. Perhaps 'twould be considered blasphemy to give such work to their own. Or could this simply be a means of testing the efficacy of these jewels that allow for the control of pawns? I can offer naught but conjecture. For now, we ought to aim our efforts towards proving that a member of the Vermundian court has been selling pawns. Should we succeed, even the Queen Regent herself could not deflect the people's displeasure. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. The evidence you have gathered shall form the stalwart pillar upon which our rightful claim will rest. 'Tis most valuable, so pray exercise the utmost care when deciding how it ought be used.
At least here the Queen Regent shall face justice. You have succeeded where my own master failed, Arisen.
A result to be proud of.
Who are you supposed to be?
You fond of those eyes? Keep them to yourself.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I must ask you to leave this place at once. I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Though I cannot be sure how 'twill aid us, I do believe there is more to that letter than we yet understand. And should you learn something, glad I am to see you well. I've no progress as yet, then.
Decent sleep.
Still waiting on that report.
Quite the predicament.
Presume to confound me, do you?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
I am the cream of the crop.
No sense dwelling on what others think.
Nice place, this.
I'm not sure what's best.
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself to grant him the miserable end he deserves. Or so I'd sworn, but I've yet to find a single shred of evidence. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show for my troubles. If the proof I seek yet exists, 'twill not be so easily uncovered. I suppose there is truly naught I can do. Save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold, that is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence of his crimes, 3 days. I will give you 3 days to find what you seek. I shall wait patiently, though not with bated breath.
get here?
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
This place always puts me at ease.
Welcome, sir.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do we know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
I regret to say that I am at a loss.
Any tidings to share? I dare say you don't belong. I'm too old to care.
The latest tidings from Melv came as quite a shock. It's been decades since the dragon last appeared. It was a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack, to be sure. But I cannot deny it gave me a sense of hope. I thought to myself, with the dragons coming, the Arisen shan't be far behind. An end to the age of proxies. And indeed, we have our sovereign. Though he is yet abed, nursing though still, that I would see this kingdom restored to rightful rule in my lifetime. Ah, I could...
You wish to expose Allard's misdeeds. I know not whether I can assist you in this, Fred. But of course, Patrick may know aught that could aid you. Go to his manor come nightfall. If you say you are in my employ, you should be allowed entry with no issue.
Anyhow.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
There's ought to be said, peace and
Tisn't commonly rare, this. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding when I return beyond the rift.
Allard. Long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated me. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing one would expect from a man who places so much stock in appearances. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and inspect his art collection. Excellent. I will send word to him presently of some urgent matter that requires his intervention. Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and stay alert. We may not get a second.
As a matter of fact, the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. We must needs uncover this secret power that allows for the command of pawns. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
I suspect this will suffice as proof.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
always sets me to think.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
Fine spot to take my mind off my troubles.
I'm not sure what to do with myself today.
Welcome, sir. As
Good to see you, Master. You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
If you see aught untoward, pray.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
We shall wait here till your business is done.
Off to market I go.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
On me to bear what younger shoulders
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you. This partnership of ours has come to a close. Unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? Is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if you're offering your aid, then I'll gladly accept it. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who...
Don't let him escape.
I do not waste my time on the laity. I've no time for pointless chatter. I do not waste my time on the laity.
Pushed me over the edge. It is quiet, that.
hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you'll hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice. Wilhelmina. But why? Why would you?
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father. The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately, there's a window here. We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that we can't leave the way we came in.
You have done what you set out to do, I trust. Then come, Master. Let us quit this place.
I think 'twould be best for us to make our escape separately. Should we both make it out of this unfettered, let us meet at the till then. Be well.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs just to be sure.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
we've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
I regret to say I've little knowledge of Batal. Don't you e'er tire of running to and... Take care. Splendid.
I feel my age every time I walk.
Another day over.
Everyone's as tired as I am.
If we've a destination in mind, an Oxguard will get us there with little effort.
They are capable allies on journeys near and far.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, different masters favor different ports.
This town must
That might as well.
Mayhap I'll seek out
Just a short rest.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose here, and I owe it all to you. 'Twould seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing as an accident. I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a fuss of the incident after perusing the evidence you uncovered for me. Shrewd as a den of foxes. I'll give them that. I truly cannot thank you enough. But I want to try. Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do without you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my bordlery will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
Sometimes I wonder if I'm kind
Nunwe ondo, aninke liavani albu.
Here already. Have you found Gwefencha? A dwarven blacksmith has some? Truly? But elves and dwarves do not see, eye to eye? You believe he will if I prepare an elven dish? Which one? Nutriarb. Dwarves have a liking for it, they say? Are you certain? Nutriarb is not very tasty. Few elves enjoy it. It is a pungent stew of, old fish and apples, boiled till it forms a thick paste. But I shall prepare it, if it has any chance of bringing me Gwefencha. The Arbor Heart depends upon it. Would you be willing to gather the ingredients for me? You won't have to go far to find them. I thank you. I need only the two main ingredients: rotten apples and rotten fish. Bring them to me, and I will prepare Nutriarb.
Rotten fish and apples? My stomach lurches at the very thought. But I suppose we ought to procure them all the same.
True enough. One can never have too many.
I aspire, hobgoblin!
Flame will accomplish little against this foe. I will protect you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. A concealed passage. It would seem my intuition was right on the mark.
Do you mean to proceed? My, you're a bold one.
A worthy accomplishment.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
An abandoned campsite, just waiting to be cleared.
Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our bones. You have my protection.
We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Did my best to match your skill.
Nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
You scared?
Seems we've enemies in our midst.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Do come again.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Need anything? Stop by again soon. Might as well take this while you're here, eh?
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Elelote and fear Alanduin. Ala Anaduin Karit. Elelote and fear Osto Silfa Malantha Alecano Mine.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be. Getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it. I found it myself.
The apples and fish we gathered have gone rotten, Master, judging by the smell. Shall we see them to Miss Darren?
If we've the item in hand, we ought not keep the recipient waiting.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are.
Do you have the ingredients? This is all I need. I will prepare the dish now. My people dwell in the mountains, so we are rarely able to dine on fish from the sea. This dish was first made by an elf with a craving for fish, when no fresh fish was to hand. These fish already stink of the sea. Left to rot, they turn even more, pungent. Nutriarb is oft served at celebratory events, but I have never seen anyone eat it. Everyone... I must endure. It is almost finished, thankfully. The stink is more than I can... It is ready, but it is so vile. I cannot understand how anyone could stomach it, let alone enjoy it. I fear the dwarven blacksmith will be angry if I present him with this. But I will trust in you. Come, let us away to Batal. I thank you. Here, my brother gave this to me. Might we not use it now? The sooner we arrive, the better.
We need only bring this dish to the smithy. Are we to escort Miss Darren there, or use the fairy stone she gave us? I can guide you there if you wish.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
More than my life's worth. Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Your bag! And who's that you've got with you? An elf? I ne'er met one afore. Not quite what I imagined, if I'm honest. Well met. The name's Sarah. I'm an apprentice here at the smithy.
Well met.
She's the one who's after the scale cinder, I expect. Have you brought some of that elven delicacy along with you then, like I suggested?
Yes, I have the Nutriarb with me.
Marvellous. I thought I smelt it on you. Mark me, you put that in front of Brocker, and he'll fain hear out your request. Right, follow me. I've just cleaned out the forge, see, so we'll need to make for the cavern where we dump all the excess scale cinder. Come on, you two. The cavern's this way.
Shall we follow Sir Sarah, Master? With any luck, we'll have pockets full of scale cinder before the day is done.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
Right, here we are. Oi, Brocker, you in here?
What's all this racket? I thought I told you that... You imbecile! You brought an elf here, of all things! Get her out of here, now!
Hold a moment, Brocker. She's brought something for you. Don't you want to see what is?
A gift. For you.
Bah! What makes you think I'd be able to stomach your elven cooking? I'm gonna go dispose of this, and I expect the elf to be gone when I return.
What am I to do now?
What you came here for, of course. This is your chance.
Truly?
You'll have to be quick, mind. Brocker makes short work of his meals. While you're at it, you might have yourselves a little competition, eh? See who can collect more of the stuff. Anyway, good luck. I'll be out. Best start searching. Brocker might be back any moment.
It seems Sir Brocker has a taste for the elven dish after all. Let us use this chance to gather ample scale cinder.
A profitable endeavor. Isn't worthless, but that's as much as I can say for it.
Rarely have I felt so empty.
None here.
Oh! Are you done? That was quick. Suppose we'll wait till Darren's done his...
My heart is racing. I thought the dwarf would catch us. How much scale cinder did you get? Oh, you got much more than me. I suppose you win. For now, I must return and tend to the Arbor Heart. I hope you will come visit us again. I should like you to see the Arbor Heart, restored. And I must thank you as well, Sarah. You and the blacksmith, Brocker.
Not at all. 'Twas my pleasure. I'm sure Brocker'd say the same if he weren't so stubborn.
Now the Arbor Heart is sure to recover, and seeing Miss Darren's cheerful mien made all our labors worthwhile.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
Would that I could spend all day here.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table. Interested in my wares? Pleasure doing business. Go on, have a... look. Pleasure doing business.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well?